How's practice out here today?
Practice was pretty good. Flying around, getting after it. It's a pretty good day.
Coach said yesterday he tried to instill the sense of urgency for this upcoming game. What's the mood like in the locker room headed into this week?
Well, every week we attack it the same. We go out here and we execute and execute the game plan and get the plays down. No matter who's the opponent, we attack every week the same.
What has it meant to you to start to carve out sort of a role for yourself here as the season's going on?
Well, me being a competitor that I am, I always knew it'd come. I just had to work and keep on working, and I knew it'd come. Just trusting in the process. In the last few weeks, I have did what I was asked to do, just being in position to make plays when they come to me.
Did you feel like it was a slow start for you here, or it took a while to get up to speed? How did that process go?
Yeah, it went off to a slow start, and part of that was because of me and my conditioning. I came pretty out of shape, and then the scheme of things, learning the plays, learning the fits. So once I got those things rolling, I knew I'll fit in well because of my experience and because I did it before.
Was it just recently that you started to feel comfortable, or when did you kind of turn a corner with that?
Probably week 3. I started knowing the plays much more, started knowing where to be at, different fits. So probably around week 3, and then I really got rolling once that speed and I dropped weight, got my speed back, and I really got rolling.
What have you seen from Old Dominion? What kind of challenge are they going to present y'all?
Well, they're a team that do many different things, give us many different looks. So we really just scheming a lot of things because we don't know what to expect. The team is very hidden and haven't really found their true identity or what they wanted to do, whether it's in the pass game or the run game. So they're doing a lot of different things from both.
Is it hard to prepare for something like that? Especially, you guys probably preparing for more than one quarterback as well, right?
Exactly. We we rotate different quarterbacks in that give us different looks. So it is harder, like you said, to prepare for teams like that, and it's definitely a challenge, but we up for it.
How did your contributions on special teams help you find a role on defense? How important was that for you early in the season?
Well, I think it just showed the coaches that I had my speed back. I think it showed the coaches my toughness. I think it also showed them, okay, he can tackle. It just showed them a lot of different things, and a lot of younger guys should take that as a role. And either older guys, when you're trying to find your way, special teams is the way. And I'm a teams guy, and I'm going to continue to play teams, whether I'm a starter, whether I'm a second string guy. Teams is a good contribution to the team.
If I'm not mistaken, you had a gray shirt year at Arizona and then a red shirt year and then 2 years where you kind of weren't involved as much. What was that experience like for you? How do you summarize your time there?
Well, it got off to another slow start. I just had different challenging obstacles that I had to overcome, and I did those things. The gray shirt, I had to stay at home, and then I got there, and then the game speeds up a bit once you get in college. So a red shirt had to come into play just because my knowledge of the game, I really didn't know a lot of the plays and the quickness that it happened in camp. You got to really catch on fast, and I wasn't a guy that did. I had all of the ability to go out there and compete, and I had the mental to compete, but really not knowing the plays and the tempo of the game. So that slowed me down. So I redshirted, and then the following years I contributed.
Did you have a knee injury when you were starting college too?
No, I was pretty. I was 100%.
Okay. I thought I read that somewhere. So it was just kind of getting up to speed and getting ready for the college game.
Exactly.
Was the biggest challenge for you?
Exactly.
Cool. How about so what was it like for you now being a part of a defense and playing significantly? When's the last time you were really this involved in a defensive system?
Well, I was involved last year in the defense. Not as much. Towards the back end, it kind of cut off because the new coaches, they look for different things, size-wise, speed-wise. So, and I wasn't a guy that fit in that system. But now being in the system that fits me, I'm pretty much catching on to everything. I'm rolling, and I'm back up to speed of the game.
Is that what brought you here, just kind of thinking you would fit well in the system, or how'd you land at UTSA?
Well, with the coaching staff changes, I really wasn't in a comfortable situation. And my history go back with Coach Frank Wilson and Coach Darren Wilson and Coach Jason Rollins. I just wanted to be in a situation where I can contribute, in a situation where I can succeed most in life and on the field.
What was your history with them? They recruited you before you went to?
Yeah, so Coach Darren Wilson, we trained together when he was in college at Southern Miss, and when I was in high school at East St. John. We had the same trainer, and we just go way back. Actually, his cousin was my position coach in high school, so the roots go way back with Coach Darren Wilson. Coach Frank Wilson took a look at me in high school, kept communication with me. That's just the guy he is. Great coach, and I just kept in contact with those guys. And when I had the opportunity to graduate and then go to another school for 2 more years, this was the best fit for me.
How about the process of going from corner to safety? What was that like for you?
I'm a guy that can go inside, outside, wherever I'm needed. I'm mobile. I can go anywhere.
Had you played safety before this year?
Yeah,
or was that
I
new
played.
for you?
I played safety at Arizona as well. I played free safety. I played the spur position. I played the corner position. So wherever they needed me at each week, week in and week out, I can go there.
Do you feel like your talents or your skill set fit one position more than the other, or do you profile better at one spot rather than the other?
No, I think I can just succeed at either position. Wherever they need me at, I can go there and get the job done.
You talked a little bit about the system. How is it different from what you were doing before you got here? Was it tough to pick up some changes, or was it pretty similar?
It was pretty similar. It's just apples and oranges. The communication is a bit different. The language is a bit different. But once you catch on to the language and you get where the rotation's going and you get the different motions and you get the knowledge of whatever the communication part of it, it's pretty much the same.
Do you guys still talk about getting bowl eligible in the locker room? What's the talk about that amongst the team?
No, we don't pretty much talk about that. We just take it 1 week at a time. Each week we just want to go out and be 1-0. And that's the talk, is just winning this one, winning the next one when it comes. And that's just the focus of the team, and that's the talk in the locker room.
Anything you learned at Arizona that really helps you here? Any particular lesson you took away from that time?
Yeah, what I learned is just coming in and do your job. Come in and do your job. Make sure you stay on schoolwork, and just the business aspect of it. Just knowing sometimes things might not work out in your favor, but you just got to keep working. And I learned that at Arizona, and also learned that here.
Was there any particular reason it was difficult to carve out a bigger role? I mean, I know there's a lot of talented players there, but what was the process like for you in that sense?
Well, I always fought, being a 5'9" guy, you always going to get the short end of the stick. So coming into it, and then when you add in the speed part of it and you add in the weight part of it, sometimes I wasn't the favorite in those categories. But I just kept working. I always worked my way up and got a role, whether it was on special teams, whether it was being a rotation guy at corner, or wherever they need me at on the defense in different packages. So it's just about working and going out and making sure that you make sure you get your name called by just putting the work in.
Was part of the idea coming here that you wanted to have an expanded role and wanted to be a more central part of the defense?
Yeah, I wanted to have a bigger role. Of course, that's what I'm a competitor. So yeah, I wanted to have a bigger role, but I wasn't looking to just blow up in a sense, to sort of say. I just wanted to come into a system where I can contribute, and then let's see where it goes from there.
That's cool. Thank you, Anthony.
All right,
I appreciate it.